Hey everyone, welcome to Old Game Save, where we take a game from our past and we talk about all the nostalgia and what we've been doing in our lives and how we love it. Tonight, we are talking about Star Fox 64, and what a great time because by the time this episode is aired, hopefully the new Star Fox game is totally out and it's hopefully good, unlike the last one. Tonight, we got with me a regular and a newcomer who's been a big help to this channel, but let's go with the our veteran first.
Move it, Foxy's right behind you.
Good to have you back, Kevin. How you doing?
It's great to be back. Thanks, Jordan.
Oh man, when Krissy, our guest that we're about to introduce, wanted to do this episode, is like, I gotta ask Kevin if he wants to be on this. Speaking of which, Krissy, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, Hi, I'm Krissy.
Hi, Krissy.
Hello, Kevin. Good to put a face to the voice.
Yeah. So, Krissy, why don't you go ahead and tell us what you've been doing with the channel and how you've been such a big help in the last couple of months?
I'm actually the editor for the YouTube shorts that we've been putting out on Sage Temple Studios on YouTube. It's been a ton of fun for me.
Yeah, you've been a great help. I've been super impressed because, like, you did have a YouTube channel once upon a time, but it seems like you didn't fully understand what you were doing, but you got on it real fucking quick and you just kept on running.
I did have a YouTube channel way back when I didn't have the time or energy to devote to it like I properly should have. But I always found the editing to be a lot of fun. So when you brought this opportunity to me, I had to jump on it.
Yeah, and like I said, you've been killing it. We posted one about last month's episode last week, and YouTube was like, "Hey, partial people won't be able to see this in certain resident areas." And I'm like, "Okay, which ones?" I'm not telling you. I'm like, "Oh, that's great."
Oh my god! But it's been real great for me because I keep a small look on our metrics. We've gained 2 whole new subscribers.
Yeah, we've also gained some more on our podcast services too. So I think the plan is working, which is really, really good. Kevin's been on these shorts as well because he has such a great voice. And I'm like, yeah, we need that. We need the viewers.
And I can attest, the work you've been doing has been fantastic. These short edits are incredible, and there's so much fun to just listen to this perfect snippet of the whole show that really captures everything that we're talking about in the mood that we have for Jordan's show. It's been great.
Oh, thank you. That actually means a whole heck of a lot.
Yeah, but enough about our gloating. Let's gloat about some of our favorite games, starting with this old classic. So let me just start near the beginning of all this. How did you guys get into Star Fox 64? Kevin, I know you played a lot of the original on the Super Nintendo, so it seems like an obvious jump for you.
Yeah, this was because Star Fox was one of my favorite games on the Super Nintendo. And I had gotten the Nintendo 64, I think like maybe about 6 months after it launched. It was the first console that I bought with my own money. I had saved up for it for about a year. And like I had just like saved everything that I had for that. And finally I got the N64 and Mario 64, I think in March of that year, right after it launched. And then for the longest time, that was the only game I had. And somehow Nintendo had my information and my address. And I think we got mailed a cassette that was the promo for Star Fox 64. And I put that in. Yeah. a literal video cassette that was the promo that I sent you over Discord. It had a 10-minute video that just showed off what was going to be Star Fox 64, and it was like
I
this
did.
cartoon thing where like the like a pilot airdrops down to Nintendo Power's headquarters and then gets kidnapped by a rep from Sony and a rep from Sega and gets interrogated about Star Fox 64. So,
Yeah,
Krissy, what
I
were you gonna
saw.
say? Like,
Oh no, I was just gonna say I did see that. I didn't know it was like an actual cassette, and the fact that they sent you one,
yeah,
that's holy cow.
They,
it may have been mailed to me, or it may have been like we may have picked it up at like Toys R Us when we were there. I remember just somehow getting it, and I know that Nintendo had my address, so they may have mailed it to me. And it was like the third video cassette that I got. Jordan, you and I talked about the Donkey Kong Country one that somehow we both saw when we were kids, and
yeah,
this was a similar kind of thing, except it was fully like acted and dramatized. It wasn't like some guy going to the developers and like looking at them making the game.
yeah. I was actually going to bring that up. Like, it's kind of funny how you brought like two of these classic promo videos to the show already, and I do know of a third one by Rare that had like Jet Set Radio, not Jet Set Radio, Jet Force Gemini. It had Gemini,
Hmm, okay.
and I love that game too,
Yeah.
as well as like I think Banjo Kazooie and whatever.
Hmm.
I want to try and find as many of these videotapes as humanly possible, just to see like all the weird, wacky shit. Because there's shit in here like, oh, I haven't seen this one. This is hilarious. They
Yeah.
torture a Mario doll, and I feel like no way the Nintendo of today would not even like mess like that.
No, no. This was, and definitely this was put out by Nintendo Power. It was not put out by Nintendo itself. And so Nintendo Power pretty much had a lot of autonomy. It didn't matter what they did; they could do whatever they want, and they often didn't really have access to games per se in development. So they would often make a lot of stuff up. And this with this promo video, they didn't make anything up, but they did just kind of dramatize whatever information they could. Nintendo didn't have any like oversight for this video.
And you can remember that, like, the ads for Nintendo games were just kind of fucking crazy. And I think a lot of them were produced by Nintendo Power in general, because I could have sworn there was a tidbit on the Rumble Pack on that video that I'm like, I
There
think
is.
I actually
Yeah.
saw that in the commercial.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure I like that part brought back memories, but the rest I'm like, I would have remembered this.
Yeah.
You'd
This
think.
is so insane. So I think they snipped out some highlights of there and put it in actual promotion, because I do remember them talking like the Rumble Pack was a big fucking deal.
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of funny now because like it was so bad back then and you needed batteries, and now they're in every single controller and they're way better.
I love
It was an invention at the time.
Krissy,
Yes.
what brought you onto Star Fox 64?
So, tale as old as time, I actually had an older brother, and so I he had it before I did, and I basically grew up with it. I'm from the '90s, early '90s, and I honestly I'm amazed that Kevin can remember when he got Star Fox, because for as much as I love this game and for as much as it means to me, I couldn't tell you when me and my brother got it. But I have memories of just hours of us playing and trying and failing.
Yeah, knowing your age, I imagine it would be one of those like it's almost always been there for you sort of game. Like you grew,
Exactly.
you gained cognizance and like, oh yeah, this stack of games, and Star Fox was among them.
Oh yeah.
This game is like really amazing, but it's kind of funny how short it is. So the real length of the game is to try and get the hardest route possible for the true ending. I don't think I was able to do it as a kid. I was finally able to do it on the remake on the 3DS.
Nice.
But back in the day, were you guys able to get like the hardest route?
Oh, heavens no.
I think it took me months to figure it out. And like for the longest time, I would just have the easiest route, the blue paths, and
Mhm.
I think I had it beat within like a week that I had the game. But for a very long time, I was just kind of like, well, I don't know how you get to the other planets, so I'm just gonna keep replaying this over and over and over. And then like one day, somehow the over on the battle for Fortuna, like the uh, that was the easiest planet for me to beat and like get the secondary route. And I was like, well, I finally actually like defused the bomb in the base and saved everybody, and now like I can go to this other pathway and immediately die in the first minute of that second level. But it was a case of like me just playing it over and over and trying to stumble upon that alternate pathway that would get me to this like other route that was going to be harder. And every time I found one, it was a revelation because I was like, oh my god, I need to figure out how to repeat this over and over.
Yeah, I had to cheat at a certain point and look up the guide on how to do it. And like the second stage on the hardest path, you have to destroy like 150, I think,
It's 100.
enemies.
Yeah.
It's 100. It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
still way too damn hard. Even
Yeah.
with the
I
knowledge, it is so fucking hard to do this feat.
I could never. That kind of explains why I could never beat Fortuna, although I blame Slippy.
And Slippy, they did my boy wrong because in the original, he sounds like a frog. His voice actually sounds like it's a ribbiting frog, and this time it's kind of like, what happened to your voice, man? But I mean, now you sound like a 6 year old flying your jet.
Yeah, that's kind of an interesting point. Like, this is one of the few games with voice acting back in the day.
Oh yeah,
And on the N64 at that, like, that's kind of a revelation. And there's kind of a lot of it.
there is,
Oh
and
yeah.
I had no idea that it was all going to be voice acted because the Super Nintendo one, they have the portraits pop up and the characters talk to you, but it's all gibberish, and
Blip,
it's
blip,
all
blip,
the
blip,
same
blip, blip.
audio track every time. Yeah, I could, Falco's is boo boo bee dabo, and Pepe's is bring ring 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 ring, uh, and then yeah, Slippy's is ribbit ribbit ribbit. And then when you boot up on the N64 and you have these characters actually saying the text that's at the bottom of the screen, I was like, holy shit! Like this is only possible with the Nintendo 64. And yes,
Oh
my
yeah.
13-year-old brain is just freaking out because there's
Oh,
voices in my
the
games.
graphics were great for the time when this came out. Oh my
Yeah,
god. My friends and I couldn't get over how good the R Wings looked, how cool. Um Now that I'm an adult, I was playing it again recently, going on with the voices, and I really appreciate um that like there's this tinny kind of like old-timey radio jam like but
yeah,
I love that for it because yeah, that's how it would sound if we were using that technology from back then. I love that tinny kind of quality the voices have.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a toy like wonder with this game, and you can tell, like, because Miyamoto was inspired by puppets of all things for making this game, for being like the character design. There's like a lot of designers behind this game. One of them, I think, is American, if I remember right. I think there's a reason why one of the characters' name is Bill, and
Yeah. Oh, I
yeah,
love Bill.
it's Bill.
Bill.
And everyone's like, "Great, who the fuck is Bill?"
No, first time I ever saw Bill, I got so excited because I'm like, oh my god, it's Bill.
Yeah, it's like when, and obviously, like this being the second game in the series, like let's ignore Star Fox 2 because like I had no idea that existed until I was in college. But uh, this being the second game that the U.S. market received, we like I was just like thinking that, oh, when Bill shows up, it's like, hey, this guy has a history with the characters that we just didn't see in the first game. So whatever, man. I'm sure you and Fox have been in tons of battles together, and that's why you know each other so well. And it was just kind of like, cool, like, so Bill's here, he's part of this mission, and if you succeed in saving his city over on Katina, I think that's the planet,
Hmm.
then he follows along with your squad and helps you guys out in a later mission.
Yeah,
And
no,
I
it's so
love that.
cool. I could never get it, but my brother got it a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's another character that pops up as well. I'm trying to remember her name.
Cat. It's
Cat.
Cat.
Because I was like, it's
She
not Crystal.
because
That's in the later.
she's a cat
Yeah.
and she's got a cool pink ship.
I loved Cat so much,
Yeah.
probably because of the pink ship, but
But
So
she
since
shows up on the hardest path, like the hardest stage of the like one of the hardest stages of the hardest path. And
hmm
for months I had no idea she existed. And then when I finally got to that stage and she shows up, I'm like, whoa, a new character. Awesome. Yeah.
yeah, back in the day, it's kind of hard to believe like the wonder and the surprises Nintendo games just kind of gave us were like really fucking cool. It kind of makes me wonder what's going to change, what's going to be added on with the new Star Fox game. I can't wait to get my hands on it. All what I really want though is like co-op multiplayer. That'd
oh,
be
that'd be
so
so
much fun.
cool.
Yeah. I want someone to play Slippy so I don't have to keep saving his ass all the fucking
Right? Oh my god, don't even.
Fox, get this guy off me.
yeah. Actually,
Ah.
that mission where you need to save Slippy, I think, is the first time I veered off course to the harder path because I was able to do it. Like once when I figured out, like, hey, if I save him, I wonder if something happens. And it turns out
Yeah.
something does. I'm like, oh, that's really cool. Oh, I'm able to get to like these other planets.
Yeah, but it is so hard to save him during. You are talking about the
I think it's
The
in the asteroid
sector
field.
the
it's not
Sector
the
X. It's the
Sector
Sector X
X.
boss.
There's a robot, and if you get it to its second stage, then Slippy's like, "I'll handle this," and gets
Yeah.
whacked out of the air like like a gnat. But if you manage to beat her quick enough, honestly, you just throw bombs at her head. It's the fastest way to do it. Um, then you can actually save him and move on to the next area.
I was gonna ask, what are your guys' favorite stages? I think my favorite stage is Macbeth. It's the one where you're in the tank and you're chasing the train, and I think it has the coolest alternate route where you're trying to like hit the different poles so he'll like crash on his own. It's kind
Yeah.
of fucking hilarious.
You like hit all 8 switches, then you have to hit the main switch, and it'll reroutes the track for the train that's like tugging the boss flying thing into the weapon refinery, and it blows up the whole thing. That's the only way you can get the medal on the stage too, because that way gets you 50 points.
The boss of the stage, like most of the bosses have their own flair and flavor and everything. This one's fucking hilarious. He's just an old gruff, like born in the Midwest sergeant that just fucking taunts the living hell out of you. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm pretty sure grandpas everywhere had a friend like this or something.
And the guy driving the train, it is like starts to like argue with him at one point, and And if you get the track to switch and they crash into the refinery, the guy driving the train is like, I can't stop, help!" And the guy that's flying this thing just blows up in silence and has no last words.
Genocide is oddly funny.
So,
You were saying, Chrissy?
it's gonna sound a little weird, but my favorite level was always it's always a tie between two. Um, it's a tie between Solar
Ooh, that's a good one.
and Solar and Canaria.
Solar's the super hot one, right?
It
Yeah.
is.
Okay. Yeah, I think what similar story to Kevin. Like the first time I went there, I'm guessing that's the one he was talking about earlier. I too
Yeah.
just died, just because you need to like stay near the top as long as fucking possible. But now that like we're seasoned people into games and whatnot, it's ironically how easy it is if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's
What's crazy too, it like sorry, Chrissy, but like
oh, go on.
what's even wilder about that stage, and I only realized this when I was playing it on Switch, but when you're flying, no matter where you're flying in that stage, your health still ticks down gradually. And that's because of the heat. If you fly lower, it goes faster. But no matter where you are, it slowly chips away. And so you have to constantly be searching for debris to shoot down to get those health rings that you can then replenish your health with. So and the stage is throwing them at you left and right, and
Oh yeah.
it's really easy to see them and spot them. But as a kid, I didn't realize that I was just constantly taking damage from the heat.
The neat thing that I like about Solar is when you get down to 1 HP, when you get down to that last sliver, the heat is not what'll take you out. It'll keep you there,
Yeah.
but much like kind of newer Pokemon rules, get down to 1 HP. It's not the damage over time that kills you. Getting touched by anything does. So if you're good enough, you can just live.
Yeah.
But it's so hard to dodge everything.
Yeah. Let me take a guess at your favorite, Kevin.
Shoot.
Venom.
No, no. Close
No?
though. Close. I actually have two
Venom's
favorites,
a
and
good one.
it's tough to choose. But like, uh, one of my favorites is Zonus, and because it was just so far out of the way and very elusive for me. I didn't really much like the all range mode that they had in this game. I really liked the on rails sections better, and Zonus was just it was a really good on rails level. I felt like
Oh
it had
yeah.
stuff to discover, like you have to like shoot the propellers to open some of the doors, and you have to shoot them at the top. If you shoot them at the bottom, the door doesn't rise up, and so like you have to think about where you're shooting these things, just not the fact that you're shooting at them. The boss is only damaged by power bombs, and so he's constantly shooting stuff at you that gives you power bombs if you shoot those projectiles down. That's really awesome, and um, it's the first appearance of Cat, so it's kind of like, oh, it has all the really cool stuff. It also being on that hardest track means that you have to find a way to not only get the harder alternate path out of Corneria, but also out of Sector Y. And that one also
Yeah.
took me a while to figure out. And even when I did get those 100 kills that you referenced earlier, I didn't understand why I got that harder path. And that was like one of the hardest ones to understand that what you did differently had an effect, because no
Yeah.
other planet gives you an alternate path for getting a certain number of kills. It's really weird. But if you can do that and then you get past the submarine level, which I didn't really like, you get Zonus, and that's a really cool level because it has like this industrial feel. Everything's polluted and terrible looking, and then you fight this guy in a giant like dredger that has been pulling up all the junk that sits on the ocean floor there.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then the other one that I really love. Oh, did you want to say something about Zonus?
Uh, Not really. I That's one I'm having a hard time remembering, but slowly as you kept talking about it, I went, okay,
Yeah.
that one.
And then
Well,
my other favorite one is definitely Area 6, because it was one of those elusive, harder levels, and it is the pathway that leads to the harder version of Venom, and it feels like you are just going straight through the middle of Andros's entire armada. And
Mhm.
it was like I was thinking to myself, you guys, like, why are we going this way? Straight for the heart of Venom, but like it's the most fortified of all the places that we could go. But we're going for it, I guess. And I love the chatter that pops up as you're going through it between all the soldiers that are trying to fight you off, and they keep
Mhm.
saying like they've broken through the first line. Come on, back, like get them, or like the second line has been breached.
I
And
love
then
that.
the boss of it is like just this non-speaking satellite program that like appears in front of you, and then like has a ton of weird weapons and things that you have to do to it before it uh, like tries and shoots you with a giant laser beam. It's one of the hardest bosses that I found in the game, and
Oh
so I
yeah.
thought it was awesome.
yeah, the bosses are like another great thing about this. They're kind of very arcadey, but much as like the nature of the game
Yeah.
entirely. Uh, it is kind of funny that like a single small ship is able to take down all these giant bosses and whatnot. Um, do
The
you guys have a
armory.
favorite boss?
Can't let you do that, Starhawk. Andros has ordered us to take you down. Happy! Long time no see! Andros' enemy is my enemy! Just what I need to see. Star Wolf. Let's take care of these guys
You know what?
first.
I think I'm going to take lead on this one because favorite boss for probably not the reason people think. I really have fun with Andros, mainly because he freaks me out. Have you seen that is some nightmare fuel crap, man.
Okay, which version?
64.
No, like the easy or the hard.
I never made it to the hard,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
so
Okay. I
but no, but
sense a
like
YouTube trip in the works. Oh man.
yeah. Do you know what happens when you get the hard mode?
I do not. I know that in easy mode, one, he just looks scary as heck. It's like someone tried to make the Mario face from Mario 64 and just terrifying. Um, but no, I know you can like shoot his eye and that will like
Hmm.
make him rub it so that you have a few moments to shoot his hand.
Yeah.
I'm not good enough for the hard levels because of Slippy.
Yeah. The
I can't
He
stand him.
looks like, to me he looks like my high school Spanish teacher, and that guy was a nightmare for other reasons. But yeah, he the this Andros, this version of Andros is really funny looking a little bit, and in hindsight it's just kind of like, oh, this is kind of a silly model. When I was a kid though, like seeing him and fighting him, it was just kind of like, oh, like okay, they've really like upped the design. Nice, this is cool. And then when you blow off his like exterior, you find out he's a robot underneath, and you have to blow that up too. However, Jordan, what do you think about the base Andros form?
so the base one, it starts off the same if I remember right, but after you beat him, instead of a robot, you get his brain with a pair of eyeballs, and
I
it's
remember
so
that.
weird. It's not what anyone was expecting at all.
No, I remember that now. That's yeah. I think I actually did have nightmares about that when I was a kid. And my brother got there once and that terrified me.
You have to fight him in all range mode. I did not like all range mode that much. And
Yeah,
you have to shoot his gray matter that's like at the bottom of his brain to damage him. And you have to like get him at the right angle and then shoot that. And if you shoot him anywhere else, it just blocks the shot and doesn't do anything. But if he catches you, because he is a pretty fast enemy, if he catches you, he will start to devour you and crunch on you
Mhm.
with tentacles and pretty much just destroy you in like 2 or 3 sessions of that. And the first time he does that, he's probably going to break one of your wings off. So if you've got the double lasers, you lost him.
Yeah.
And I was just terrified of fighting him every time.
Yeah, it's also not the first time, but it's one of the first times where Nintendo showcased a big head and 2 hands as a boss. It's a gimmick they still love to this day. Uh, but yeah, like what a weird, terrifying boss. I always love fighting against Star Wolf. Uh, you
Yes.
can't
Yeah, I love
do
those
that,
guys.
Star Fox. Oh, it's so good. Too bad the original guy passed away not too
Yeah.
long
I
ago.
know.
Yeah, but apparently he had a lot of dialogue lines. I didn't know this till after his death, and I'm like, wow, that's a lot. Uh,
Andross has sent you to take you down.
Speaking of all range mode, in the second hardest, in not the second hardest, but in like the second zone of the hardest path, you're in an all range mode, fighting down a small ass group of Gundams that you can't fucking see. Probably one of the most annoying bosses of all time,
You got
just
to
because
watch
you
your
can't.
radar. Use
Yeah,
your radar.
usually it's still super hard to be like, where the fuck are you? I can't see you with shit. But if you are able to get a lock on them and like just hammer them down, they go down super quick,
Yeah.
thankfully. But as much as I uh not happy about the size of those ships, the idea of like fighting an ape like Gundam is still super fucking hilarious to me. I just wish they were bigger.
If it Yeah, so like you fight two of them at once, and then like the leader, once you destroy those two, the leader will come out and fight you too. And this third guy, if you take too long in shooting him down, he will go back to the ship and just sit there on the ship to make him an easy target for you.
Yeah, I've got one other favorite, but
Oh yeah.
it's hard to say that he's like a boss because it's when you have to defend the star base from blowing up, and you see Star Wolf and
Oh, the
Pigma and
Independence Day
Andrew.
episode or
Yeah,
level.
I love Andrew. I'm just saying, he's
Oh
Oh yeah.
so.
yeah.
Andross's enemy is my
My
enemy.
enemy.
Love his voice.
And then when you shoot him down, he shouts out, "Uncle Andross!"
Andross.
No!
I love him. It's a shame he's so easy to take down, though.
Yeah.
Because if you manage to not beat it like I do, then whoever survives that comes back later. And to me, Starwolf and Andrew just have the better lines. Pigma's all right, but eh.
Daddy screamed real good when he died.
Yeah,
Daddy's real
yeah.
good. It's like, ugh.
You want to kill that
So cheesy.
motherfucker. Oh man.
What about
And
you?
we were talking about the alternate path is like they give you the ghost of his dad to lead you out of the fray, and it's kind of funny. You're like, oh yeah, we're gonna give you some false hope out of nowhere. Is he hallucinating? Is this a ghost? I don't know. Like, but we're not telling you anything.
Right?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Also, the
yeah.
idea of how do we interpret this is his dad? Aviator sunglasses. Great.
Well, then
Just
he
check.
says, "Never give up, my son."
Yeah, I was so
Uh,
confused and heartbroken as a kid.
I think I was just kind of like at 13 years old. I was also really into the X Files and any other like weird sci-fi show. So seeing that show up, I was kind of like, "Oh, this is awesome and epic!" Yeah, and he's a ghost. That is awesome. Oh my god! So no, I wasn't heartbroken. I was just kind of like, "This is just like a TV show. This is great." Yeah.
Moving along, so like we talked about some of our favorite levels when we bought it, our as
Oh,
well.
I do have one other favorite boss that we haven't mentioned yet, and
Yeah.
that is the the one on Titania that has a hold of Slippy when you finally
Oh
find him.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
that was
I think that
cool.
I thought that boss design was just so badass because it was a giant skeleton dinosaur thing that had four arms, and you had to like shoot off each arm to fight
Yeah. One solid bomb to the chest deals with those.
it. That's a good strategy. I was always afraid to use my bombs until I wanted to go after a specific planet for the metal there. I was
I
terrible
do
at using
wonder
bombs.
how the speed
It's
running. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do wonder how speed running looks in this game. I bet it's wild.
I plan to look at one later. I didn't want to watch one the before the thing, but now I probably should have.
Yeah. So we talked about buying the game, our memories of it, our favorite levels, and the bosses as well. What are your guys' hopes for the new game that's coming out?
Oh, like I
Please
hope
keep
it.
voice acting.
I mean, it
Yeah,
will.
yeah.
Yeah, but like I I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Kevin.
No, go
Um
ahead.
I kind of hope that they don't ever get rid of Falco's sass. I know that with a lot of remakes, things get toned down, characters things get shifted, but like for as frustrating as for as angry as Slippy makes me, and as annoying as Peppy is, Falco just coming in every now and then with his sass is just perfect.
Hey, wise guy, I'm on your side. Yeah. Uh,
Even on the Super Nintendo version, he had some sass to him. Like his text, like if you accidentally shot him, he would pop up and say, "Hey, eyes forward, Fox."
Yeah, and also my one of my favorite lines. Oh, gee, I've been saved by the great Star Fox. Guess I should be thankful.
Yeah,
And after raging at Slippy, I'm just like, yeah, you're welcome.
you
I've
know
been
what's
saved
kind of
by
funny?
Fox. How swell.
Going back to the voice acting real quick, yeah, it's still kind of cheesy, but for this era, it's actually really good.
Yeah,
Oh,
You
yeah.
compare it to other video games, even like Resident Evil, you're like, yeah, how did they make this sound so good?
well, they told these voice actors to say it with character. Like you don't just read your lines; you say it like you. This is the situation you're in. So here's how you say it.
Instead of going, you could have been a Jill sandwich. Thanks,
No, you
Barry.
deliver it with some feeling. Geez, you could have been a Jill sandwich. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's funny enough, it was
Yeah.
always Falco who screamed the most whenever I died. And God, does he sound so torn up. I would immediately be like, have a sass. I guess I should be thankful. No!
My
He does
boyfriend
care about
died.
you. How about
No.
that?
It's not like I liked him or anything.
But
God.
for hopes, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure I have a whole lot of hopes for the new game. I just, I'm just excited to see what they do.
Me too. I want the most I want out of this game is that I want it to succeed. I want it to sell well so they can make more Star Fox games and Star Fox games that are new and original. I didn't really want this remake to get announced. I would have rather have them make like a new Star Fox game with new levels and new things for you to shoot, new bosses to see, new
Oh, that'd
places to
be
go.
cool.
Yeah, but this is, I guess, what we're going to get, and that's fine, and I'll take it. But I hope that this is successful enough to get us something new. So we'll see.
You know what? I
Uh,
have a hope. More cat. I love her pink ship.
yeah, it'd be great to see Cat again. Um,
What about
and
you?
for like, I well, what about me? Like, I don't know. Like that's all I want. I want this to just sell well because I want more Star Fox and um, I I don't really like the art style that they chose for this. I'm gonna shout out another another game that I've been playing recently because I was thinking like, well, I want to play a Star Fox like to see what this could have been like, and I've been playing Rogue Flight, and that has like this late '80s anime aesthetic to it,
Oh.
where all of the all like it looks like it was just Star Fox made with that kind of skin, and you've got like characters popping up on screen and saying their lines down in the corner, and then like you've got a bunch of ships to shoot down, a couple of different weapons, and like other stuff to do. But it is pretty much just Star Fox without the Star Fox characters and done in an '80s anime style. It's almost like they saw the the Star Fox introduction in the Mario Galaxy movie and said, "Oh, let's just do that, but with human characters." And like, we don't have a big budget for a story, and we don't have a budget for like more than 5 levels, but we'll do this. And I wish that the Star Fox reboot that we have right now, or the remake, just looked like that. So if you're
Send me a
curious,
link
go
to
look up.
that.
Yeah. I'll send you guys a link in Discord to what Rogue Flight looks like. But
Yeah.
it's really cool. I'm really liking the game, and the whole time I'm thinking to myself, man, I wish Star Fox looked like this. But oh well, we'll take it.
Yeah, me and my boyfriend saw Galaxy in theaters the day it came out because we weren't gonna wait to be spoiled.
Oh yeah.
And I got hyped when I saw Fox. Yeah. At first I was. Well, you gotta understand. I saw Captain Olimar's ship, and I'm like, oh my god, no way, really. And then it's like an inch tall, and it's like, oh right. And then he shows up, and I'm like, oh no. And
That was
the
my favorite part of the
camaraderie.
movie.
Oh, he was so cool.
Yeah, my
He
favorite
was
part.
so cool.
I like for you guys. Yeah, thanks for distracting the audience while my internet went out. I'm
Oh
just
no.
going to put this. I'm going to put out this conspiracy right here and now. Like, I haven't had internet problems this bad until the data centers started going up. I'm just saying, I don't think it's a coincidence. I think they're stealing more than our microchips, man. I think they're stealing our bandwidth like crazy.
I've not
Oh,
had
yeah.
any issues. Watch me have issues soon, but
Yeah.
Yeah, they want your
Oh.
water, your memory. They want your Let's see, your bandwidth now.
But anyways, so did any of you guys play the GameCube titles?
So I didn't play Adventures, but I did play Star Fox Assault, and I was disappointed by that. Especially after 64, it just felt like it was a little bit slower, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I rented it once and I beat it in a weekend, but it's been so long ago and I only played it once that I don't remember a whole lot about it.
Yeah. Also, I felt like the final boss for that was just kind of like, like, okay, I didn't feel like that was going to be the final fight, but I guess that was it. Okay, like, credits are rolling. I guess we're done, guys.
I never had much experience with it. I feel like I did, but if I know that I had to have at some point when I was younger, but I guess it didn't leave that much of an impression on me because I barely have vague recollections.
Yeah. I kind of wonder if
I was
it's
disappointed.
if it's because of those two games Nintendo is afraid to move forward in the timeline. It feels like they really just want to remake the main one over and over and over again, and I was like, okay, after this one, you guys need like a proper like sequel. Like,
Well, you don't want to talk about Star Fox Zero?
Star Fox Zero is a remake of the one we're talking about right now.
What's really funny is that like everyone says that the Star Fox 64 is a remake of the original Star Fox, and it's like okay, but that's like saying that. I mean, it is as much a remake as like anything else is. It's like they completely rearrange the planets. They add in voice acting. They add in story, and the first one is pretty much just an arcade shooter. And there really wasn't much to remake. It was more like a reimagining.
Hmm.
But with Zero, I felt like that was as much a reimagining as 64 was, and uh, that one I didn't finish, and I didn't have a Wii U. I just played it at a friend's house, and I played through half of it and felt like I was trying to play a game while I was driving. And this proves that you should not text while you drive because you can't look at a screen and drive a vehicle at the same time.
I tried it for about 20 minutes once, and I was like, I cannot. This is
Yeah.
so not intuitive at all. I was super frustrated the entire time. I hated it so much. It's the reason why I never tried Splatoon. 'Cause
What? But Splatoon is so fun.
I hear that you move up and down with in a similar motion to shoot the gun, and I'm just like, nah, no,
No, but
I'm
it
not doing that
feels
shit.
so different. It's so good though.
Nah, I don't want to be a kid now or a squid now. I'm just like, nope.
Well, fine. I'll play on my own.
Nah, I'm sure you will.
But
Oh,
no, I never owned a Wii U. I have my Wii, and that's been fun. But I don't
Yeah.
own a Wii U.
so do any of you guys have any fond memories of like when you played Star Fox like around that time period for the first time? Is there like anything you equate with the memories of Star Fox 64?
There's a lot. Mowing lawns, I
Oh
equate
yeah.
with Star Fox 64 because I spent that spring and summer mowing every lawn I could to get $5 just to add to my Star Fox 64 fund. And every time I would do it, I would just think to myself, Star Fox is coming. I need money for Star Fox. It's on the way. But yeah, when I finally got it, it was just kind of like, oh my god, like okay, guys, let's plug this in. And my all of my younger brothers and sisters, we sat around the TV and just watched this like it was an event. It was amazing. And then I had also gotten like I told my parents about this, and my dad knew how excited I was for this, and so he went out and got a second controller for us so we could at least play multiplayer. At the time,
Oh,
we had just like been renting games, and so occasionally we would find something that had enough for two players, and so somehow around this time we got a second controller, and it was a big deal because then like we could uh, not only just like play the multiplayer in games that I got to rent, but now like with Star Fox, it's like oh we can fight each other whenever we want, and we don't have to worry about like just taking turns. Like this is something we can do at the same time, and
yeah.
that was huge. But the multiplayer in it was very odd in that it no matter how many people are playing, it divides the screen into four quadrants, and so there's like your screen, the second player's screen, and then if there are only two players, the other two screens that are showing are just cameras that are somewhere in the battlefield. So it's kind of like a weird setup that they chose to go with rather than having like the basic split screen like Mario Kart did. But it was just like something else to do. However, around my birthday, which is in November, I uh, I like got my parents to like get me a couple of birthday presents that I wanted to choose. One of them was Diddy Kong Racing, and then another birthday present was a steering wheel. And technically, that counted as a third controller. And so what we would do during Thanksgiving is we would take the steering wheel and push it up against the tiny TV that we had plugged into the Nintendo 64, and that would be one player's controller. where you fly the R-wing using a steering wheel, and to fly up and down, you have to push the buttons that are on the steering wheel, and so you have now digital controls for your flight, which was a nightmare. But we technically had a third player now in Star Fox, and so that added to the battling system.
I was always
Uh,
so jealous of my friends who had that
yeah,
steering wheel. I wanted one so bad.
it was terrible. In hindsight, it was not good. I got sick of it after maybe like a month and a half, and like never played with it again. But uh, it technically was that third controller, and so we had to make do with what we had, and that's it. Those are like some of the best memories. Oh yeah, and then also when you eventually unlock the Landmaster for multiplayer, then I figured out that like if you're in the Landmaster, you don't show up on radar because you're so low to the ground. Like you're on the ground, so radar doesn't pick you up, and so you don't show up on other people's radar when you're playing.
Nice. What a
Yeah,
good way to get a surprise hit on them.
What about
yeah,
you,
yeah.
Krissy? Do you have any like fond memories when you think about your time with Star Fox?
Um, yeah, me and my brother again used to play this a lot. Um, and I was never very good at it, but I've always been a fan of piloting, of flying a ship, of aerial dogfight. I love all of that so much, and I think all of that stemmed from the hours. I cannot tell you the hours I put on Star Fox 64, failing everywhere, but just having a blast with it, and then watching my brother play through the harder parts or get through the bigger things while I'm just watching. Said before, Kevin, it's kind of like an event sort of thing,
Yeah.
and when you're able to just sit there and watch, oh, it's so cool. Uh, just I this has to have been what started my love for flying games.
Yeah, I don't really have any like specific memories. The funny thing is, I'm pretty sure I borrowed this game from someone else for a really long time. Pretty damn sure I got it. I gave it back, but I somehow got my hand on another copy without buying it, and it just kind of circulated in my life a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, so do we have any final thoughts we want to talk about on this game?
I actually do have a fun little fact.
Yeah.
Because when I was replaying it recently, just to refresh my memory on things, I got super excited because Rob from Super Smash Brothers is in this game, and I'm like, oh my god, it's Rob! And I found out recently why Rob is there, and it's because when James McLeod, Fox's father, first bought the R Wing, he then bought Rob for vehicle maintenance.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
I didn't know that. I thought that was real cool.
this game has a lot of weird lore behind it that I don't even know how I know to this day. Like I don't know how I know Pigma was on like the team back in the day and betrayed everyone, but I do. It's it's one of those just weird things like, oh yeah, if you played this game, you'll somehow learn the lore just by osmosis.
It was in the instruction manual. I'm
Okay.
sure. I'm sure it was there.
Very likely.
Yeah.
God, Slippy. I don't like Slippy. I know you said he's your boy, but agree to disagree,
Oh,
Kevin. He
not this
can
time. No, 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 no. Not in 64. No.
so many. I'm such a better person, like a gamer now. But the amount of levels I have lost, especially fighting Team Starwolf, just because okay, I'm doing my things. Help! He's on my tail. Okay, fine. I'll turn around, save Slippy. Thanks, Star Fox. I turn around, get 3 shots in. I can't shake him.
It is kind of funny because I do remember, like, in one of the in GameCube games, they were like, "You're just the mechanic now. You stay on the main ship, all right?"
No.
Please.
Look, Slippy, man, you got to learn to do a somersault. Come on, man.
Try a U-turn.
Yeah, we're gonna make the person from a primitive planet with a stick as a weapon be our next pilot instead of you. Like, it's that bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of the U-turn, that's actually sorry, I don't mean to make this go on longer, but one of the cool things is when you're fighting Team Starwolf,
Oh yeah,
anytime you
flip.
do like a flip, Starwolf is like, "What the heck?"
What the heck?
And when you fight him later, he doesn't fall for that anymore. He's learned. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah.
I do remember him being so much fucking harder in the second fight that you're just like, oh, you fucking asshole.
That's because he's
Get
I
over
see
learned.
here.
you got new ships.
Yeah. He had like real Draco Malfoy energy. It's like, oh, my daddy bought us brand new, bigger brooms better than your guys's. Let's see you fight me now. I'm like, oh, you suck. You son
You're
of
not so tough.
Yeah.
I can't let you do that, Star Fox. I thought he sounded so posh. He sounds so
Yeah.
posh. Like, what are you doing flying an aircraft fire? Go back to your mansion. You don't
Yeah.
need to be here.
Do any of you guys play Fox, Falco, or Wolf in Smash Bros?
I'm actually pretty good with Falco. I'm a little rusty by this point. I haven't touched Melee, or I haven't touched Super Smash Brothers in a while, but I'm actually pretty good with Falco for no particular reason. It's not like he's my favorite.
I like to cycle between the three of them, but I'm not good with any of them. And it's because of their like fall speed. For some reason, all three of them have a faster fall speed than everybody else.
They really
And
do.
it's really weird. And like that trips me up every time when I try to use them. But I think they're really cool to fight with.
It's like they know how to crash in the ground or something. Who would ever think?
Yeah. You know, if they want to stay in the air, they need a jet.
I almost never play with any of them at all. Like, but I was just curious if you guys did. Like, my mains are like Samus in the suit and Bowser Jr. of all things, and like Little Mac. So
No, they're not my mains, but I'm decent with Falco. My mains are Pit, Zelda, Peach, and I actually got real good with Banjo Kazooie for a while.
Oh, that's notable. Wow, that's a really good one. Because I have a hard time with Banjo and Kazooie.
I'm so sad that you guys had already talked about Banjo Kazooie because when I was asked to be on this show, it was that one. But
Jordan.
no, you guys had already talked about it, and I'm like, no.
well, we could always talk about Banjo Tooie and have a bad time.
Yeah, Banjo Tooie is not that bad. Am I gonna have to be the advocate?
Please do, because I never had the chance to play it.
Oh, really?
That's a tragedy.
Yeah.
It's not that bad, but it is not as good, and you'll understand why when you play it. It actually starts off really good. I'll give it that. But once when you get in Dinosaur Land, you're like, man, I thought I would have a blast in a place called Dinosaur Land. This place sucks.
Well, maybe it just wasn't for you.
Was it better when Star Fox showed up in Dinosaur Land?
It wasn't until Slippy came in.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Teasing. I'm sorry, I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for that, but God, he has made me so mad. I've lost so many missions because of that stupid frog.
Yeah. We were actually
Monkey
going
food
to
if
talk
I don't leave.
I was going to say, we were actually going to play something else, but Christy's Xbox is like hidden somewhere in one of our friends' house, and we might have to go on an excavation to dig it up because it's a
Or
game
Xbox?
I wanted. Yeah,
Yes.
An excavation. Yeah.
yeah. There's a game she posted and like, I want to play that so badly because I loved the first one in that series. And I'm not spoiling what it is, but it's It's like, oh yeah, I want to play that before I talk about it. So let's hold off until we get our hands on the almighty Xbox and that copy of the game.
I have located where my Xbox is. It just needs to be found. And then I just need to locate the game. And I'm 90% sure I know where that is.
Yeah. But anyways, I think that will call it for a night. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of this really fun classic game. Uh, Krissy,
Mhm.
you don't have too many socials where people can find you, correct? Like just Discord?
I do have a Discord, I have a Facebook, and actually have an active Fiverr account.
Oh yeah, go ahead and promote that.
Yeah, so on Discord, I am Flora Gainsborough. Good luck finding that. Facebook, I'm just Chris Holzer. My Fiverr account is also Chris Holzer, Holzer, also known as Rhea Edits.
Awesome. And like you're doing that so you can possibly edit other people's shows, right?
Yeah, I have a ton of fun with editing, and honestly, I would like to try and make a living out of it. So yeah, if you have any small editing work you'd like done or bigger editing work, I don't know what you got. I'll be happy to take it on or at least attempt it.
Yeah. And
Yeah, cool.
Kevin,
Yes. So
tell
I
us about
run.
the
Oh,
yeah.
go ahead.
I was going to say, tell us about the PlayStation Plus Game Club.
Yeah, I run the PlayStation Plus Game Club. It is a monthly podcast that is like a book club, but with one game off of PlayStation Plus Extra. And let's see, this past month we did talk about Skate Story. I thoroughly enjoyed that game. And then coming up for July, we are going to be talking about Until Dawn. And I
Ooh,
have started that game. I haven't played it since 2016 when it came out. And man, I love this game. This is the game that really got me into those like movie style horror movie style games. I has some of the best choices and like things for you to do. It has the butterfly effect thing going on where one decision in one chapter will change how characters react to each other and either try
oh,
and
that's
save
so
them or
cool.
leave them to die later on. It's just great. So
Oh, yeah, I
it's a ton of
remember
fun.
that.
Yeah. I have to ask you this real quick before we leave. What are your thoughts of the sequel that we just got a peek of?
Oh, it! I was so excited. I was watching the trailer and I thought to myself, "This looks like Until Dawn. Like, I wonder if this is going to be like Until Dawn." And then Peter Strummer popped up, and I was like, "Yes, it is Until Dawn. All right, yeah,
Oh, I really enjoyed that game too. I think I played it with a crowd, and then I had to finish the rest on my own.
Mhm.
Um,
Mm.
yeah,
it was one of those awesome like just crowd games. I absolutely loved it, and you asked me to be on Skate Story, and I tried to finish it, and I just didn't have the time. But what I did play, I was like, oh, I love the vibes of this game
yeah."
so fucking much.
The
This is
game
a
is
cool game,
all vibes. It is just
and
all vibes. Yeah,
I listened to your episode, and it was a great episode. So go check out Skate Story at the PlayStation Plus Game Club, and also on the Trophy Talk Network. Uh, he's also on a lot of other Trophy Talk Network shows from time to time. We were
yeah.
on a bonus episode as well, talking about our predictions on what was going to happen, and almost none of them came true.
Nope, that
That's
short got
okay.
a lot of views.
Yeah,
But thank you so much for making that short.
Yeah, it
yeah.
was a pleasure. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. As for myself, you can find me here at Sage Temple Studios. We're now on YouTube and most podcast services as well. If you want to be part of the $5 thank you tier, like Kevin is, you can subscribe there for just $5 a month, and you get bonus episodes. I just released another bonus episode. This one I released Into the Wild again about my thoughts on the Summer Games Fest and everything that came out, and I have even more thoughts that I wish I recorded on there, but I wanted to make it quick and clean, and I didn't want to edit it because I was super busy this week, and I got a
Oh
lot
yeah,
going on. Yeah, me and Krissy
this
know
week is
we got a lot.
insane.
Yeah, we got a lot going on this weekend. Me and her are doing something local, and it's crazy. But we'll be done with that by the time you listen to this episode. As for myself, I'm Jordan Vickers with Sage Temple Studios. Next month is the last update and review. I don't have a game for it yet, but I will figure it out. I will talk to you all later. I hope you have an awesome night.
I guess I should be thankful